What's up guys, this is Chris with Half Chrome. Today I've got the Happy Model Mobula7. I'm outside because it's a beautiful day, and Jack is behind the camera. He is making me make this video to make sure I actually know how to pair one of these and get them set up from scratch, because that's a general failure I have, is he has to do everything for me.
It's called binding, not pairing. We're gonna bind it.
Sorry, we're gonna bind it. Pairing is like
Something totally different.
that's something you do with, like, what do you pair?
You pair wine with your meal.
Okay, alright, so we're gonna bind this bad boy.
So if Chris can do it, you can do it.
Alright, got into it.
What do you got there, Chris? Do you know it? What do you know about this drone?
This drone, it has 4 propellers. It's got a camera. It's running some kind of protocol. What's it running?
It's FR Sky. So this is an FR Sky Mobula7. I have the ELRS version, which is superior.
Yeah.
Better range. But it's still, this is a good one. So if you have, an older Tyrannus or something like that, and you want the Mobula7 because it is awesome, this is a good drone for you. All right, so what's in the box?
We got the drone. We got a little charger. Runs off a battery. Charge 4 little batteries here. And we got it's like 4 extra props, some extra screws, prop lever, and an extra, what do you call this? Dome? Housing?
Canopy.
Canopy, there you go. Alright. So I got the latest version of Betaflight here, just updated it, downloaded it from GitHub, so we should be good to go. I'll plug this guy in.
Chris, how confident are you that you could do this on your own?
Very low confidence. Very low. Alright, plugged it in. Says it's connecting.
So what should you do next?
I don't know, but it did not connect. I'm going to hit connect again. Okay, there we go. So hit connect. It worked this time. There we go. We're in business. Let's make sure it's alive here. Left is left. Right is right. Alright, we're looking good. Alright. Now normally, especially with a larger drone, I understand you'd want to remove the props ahead of time.
Correct. For a tiny whoop, it's not totally necessary.
I
would recommend it, although I don't do it myself.
Yeah, so I don't think it'll pull away from this cable, but alright. So I don't know. Let's go down the list here.
Go down the list. What's the next tab?
So we got ports. It's got some stuff on it.
Some stuff on it. It'll tell you where the smart audio is. It's on one of those UARTs, Chris. Which one is it?
It looks like it's on UART2.
Correct. Alright, what's next? What's our next tab?
I don't know what a UART is, but let's keep going.
Gosh, you didn't watch my Betaflight video. Alright, that's okay. I forgive you. Alright, so this next tab is called what?
Configuration.
Alright. There isn't really a whole lot you need to look at here. We can maybe, what's the craft name? People like to change that sometimes.
It does say the props are reversed, and it's consistent with the way the props were loaded onto this thing, so I'm going to assume that's all right.
Yep.
The name is Mobula6.
Is it 6? This should be a Mobula7.
They didn't update that in there.
Let's change it. Make it Mobula7, or you could actually make the craft name whatever you want. I often make them half chrome.
I'll call it HC Mobula7. How about that?
Boom.
Okay. Underscore Mobula7. All right. Save. Ooh, I don't need to save yet, do I?
You can. It doesn't matter. Did you save?
No, I did not, and it did not keep the name.
All right. So you got to save. If you're going to make any changes, you're going to want to save them. Otherwise, they won't.
Even just switching tabs. So
correct.
Lesson number 1. Can you put a space in the name?
You can.
Take that? Okay. Save and reboot.
Save and reboot.
Alright. There we go. Ignore this little error message here.
Right.
So we did configuration. Let's go down power battery.
Nah,
nothing to see here.
nothing to see there.
PID tuning. I'm not gonna do that.
Don't mess with PID tuning. Although you fly angle mode, right?
Yes, sir.
Let's go back to the PID tuning. What's your angle strength? You like to bump that up.
Do I?
You do.
Angle strength is 50.
Yeah. So angle strength is how quickly it'll snap back into place. So you know, I've tuned these things for you, lightly. Change the angle strength to let's say 75.
All right, we're gonna change the angle strength to 75.
What's the angle limit?
The angle limit.
Aggressive.
That's pretty aggressive. All right, we're gonna keep. All right, so I set the angle strength to 75. Bumped that up a bit. Kept the angle limit at 55 degrees. So I'm gonna save that before I move on.
Yep.
I'm not gonna mess with any of the actual PIDs, aka the proportional integral, or derivative is what the D stands for.
Boom.
Did you know that, Jack?
I did actually.
All right, whatever. What's next? Receiver.
This is the most important tab because this is what you need to do in order to fly it, right? So we're gonna pair it, as you call it. All of the rest of us call it bind. Yes.
Welcome to OpenTX.
How's that sound?
Sounds good. So we're on OpenTX. This is pretty similar in EdgeTX. Those are the two main softwares that people will be running. You know, it's fairly similar on almost every radio. All right, now where do you gotta go in your radio, Chris?
Oh, I probably gotta do something here. I'm gonna hit the model.
It's a good place to start.
MDL. Okay. Brilliant. Model setup.
Yep.
Do I need to name it here?
Nope, it's already got a name, right?
It says model 01. I haven't done anything. I haven't hit bind receiver yet.
Yeah, is this what you usually fly? Is model 01?
You got me. I don't know what any of this means.
First guy D8. Yeah, we're good here. Now we're gonna go down to bind 00. This is what you usually do.
See, if something here was wrong, I would be lost. Alright, I hit the model button here. That brought me to this menu. It says model name 01. I'm going to scroll down till I find something that says bind.
Yep, find something that says bind. So Chris has already, or I've already set up a model for him on this radio for all of his FR Sky whoops.
I just went all the way around.
It's there.
This is super
There you go, right there. Bind. All right, show
why
everyone
was
what
I
that looks
supposed
like.
to be looking there? All right.
So show them what it looks like.
We're gonna get a lot of flack for this, but I will still say that this is stupidly difficult.
It is.
All right, so I had to
super
scroll
easy.
down 2/3 of the way into this internal RF subgroup, where it says over in the middle here, bind. Okay. It's not where I would have stuck it, but you want me to click on bind?
I want you to click on bind. It should beep.
Didn't beep, but it says binding. Oh,
Okay, it's beeping. I hear beeping. Now, on your computer, do you see a bind button?
I see bind receiver down there.
Do that. Click that.
Stop beeping.
Make it beep again. Now click that button.
I clicked with authority that time.
All right. So now let's power cycle the drone. Unplug and plug it back in.
I know what that meant. I just find it humorous that this is not trivial.
All right, now let's go back to that receiver tab.
Receiver.
All right, now move a stick. Appears.
Telemetry lost.
Is it moving correctly though?
Let's
Is the
do-
throttle?
Now things are just bouncing around all over the
Okay,
place.
set the drone down. It might be a bad wire actually, but that's not cool. But I don't think it's set up correctly. Move the throttle up and down. Is that moving? It's not moving the throttle. Correct?
Pitch has kind of gone up.
Okay, so the throttle is not correct. So over on the right side, it says channel map. See, it says channel map T.
But stuff's bouncing all
It
over
doesn't
the
matter.
place.
It's wrong either way. See where it says channel map TAER?
Yeah.
All right, change that to FR Sky. And then click save.
Which strangely does not the text that it gives you when you select on it.
It's AETR, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Makes sense. And do what? Save?
And save. Things calm down. Let's unplug and replug. Power cycle again.
This is still an idiotic process, and this is why I have Jack pair or bind my drones for
But
me.
not everybody has a jack.
They're screwed. They can do this nerdery. All right, where was I going
Go
again?
back to your receiver. Now, does it seem legit?
Throttle is throttle. Yaw is yaw. For pitch, roll. Okay.
All right, check your aux switches. Your switches.
Aux 1,
Okay.
aux 2, 3, and 4.
Okay, so that's good. Now let's go to your modes tab. We need to set up your modes.
So I think what I learned there, by the way, is when things make 0 sense, randomly unplug and plug the drone back in.
Absolutely.
Okay.
It's IT tip number 1.
All right. Aux 1 is on arm.
So it'll arm when it's all the way down. Does that look accurate? Yes.
If it's all the way up, yeah. Is that down?
That's down.
Down.
That's down.
Okay, down.
That's up.
Down. All right.
Okay. Aux 2 is your modes, your angle, right? Is that accurate?
Angle starts all the way forward.
So that's kind of like the default, which is probably what you want.
We want to. Oh, we don't need horizon.
You can add it there if you want to.
I'm gonna get rid of horizon. Not a horizon flyer.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna put
We probably want a beeper. Do you see beeper?
Add range.
Add range. Yep. And you probably want that to be aux 3, maybe.
3.
Right. And probably when it's on the all the way down position. So slide the slider all the way to the right.
I'll have it go with both positions.
Boom. Genius. All right. Now you want to flip over after crash, turtle mode on your aux 4. So keep scrolling down until you see turtle mode. There you go. It's currently on aux 3. Put that on aux 4.
All right. Turtle mode, aux 4. All right. So turtle mode is aux 4 all the way up. We've hit all the switches now, right?
That's good. Yep.
That's all the stuff we want to do.
Yeah, the only other thing is maybe air mode. I would suggest that you put air mode on a switch so that it's tied. When you're flying acro, you want air mode on, but when you're flying angle, you don't, because when you bump into things, it gets a little goofy. So you see air mode as an option. You probably don't. It's all right. So did you save this?
I did.
All right. So go to the configuration tab.
Do it again for good measure.
There you go.
Configuration.
Yep. Now scroll down. Now do you see air mode? Air mode is permanently on. Under other features.
Uncheck that.
Uncheck that.
Save and reboot.
Save and reboot.
Telemetry lost. Telemetry recovered.
Now let's go back into your modes.
So now we'll get an air mode that shows up somewhere. Air mode. Add range. And we're gonna wait. Let's see if I figure this out.
Yep.
So that's gonna be aux 2, right? And we want it to be on. Where did we put acro?
So we didn't put acro anywhere. Acro is just the absence of any other mode.
Ah.
So yeah, exactly like that. That's how you want it.
All right.
And save it.
Now we're in business.
We're in business. Let's check the OSD.
Telemetry lost. Telemetry recovered.
OSD, that's a lot of stuff.
There's a lot of stuff.
There.
So you can get rid of some of those things that you don't want on the screen by unchecking them. You can also kind of drag things and move them around if you want them in a different place.
What's do I want milliamp drawn?
That's kind of like a gas tank.
Yeah.
I usually just go with the battery voltage. I think that's a little bit more accurate. So you definitely want battery voltage. Usually you want a timer.
What is this garbage? Fly mode.
Fly mode will tell you if you're in acro or angle or whatnot.
What's this stuff up here? Disarm? Is it?
Warnings, you definitely want that.
So we're good? Whoa. VTX channel.
Yeah, that'll tell you what channel you're on. You can turn that off if you need to. So yeah, you can kind of drag things around.
This voltage, I move it up somewhere, yeah.
Yeah, move it to where you think it's not going to be in the way for you.
Arm disarmed, obviously. And,
that'll only show up when
it changes.
Arm, yes. Mm-hmm.
And low voltage.
You can leave that again. That's going to be like an alarm, only when it needs to show you.
And the only reason to have Mobula7 is when you record videos, it shows up there, right?
Correct. Or you think it's cool because you can see your name there or whatever.
This 99 guy, that's our signal strength.
Yep, you want that.
All right, good enough?
Yep, save it.
Telemetry lost. Telemetry recovered.
And you should be able to fly now. Let's see if you can fly.
All right, guys, before I take off and see if this actually worked, I can fly this bad boy, make sure you check out the description below. We've got coupon codes where you can get a good deal on this. Yeah?
Yep.
All right. Oh man, people are going to see me flying with my thumbs.
All right, let's talk about what we have here with the Mobula7 1S. Now, you can get this with either an FR-Sky or an ELRS built-in receiver. It's a 75mm whoop. It's about 24 grams. It's got some redesigned 0802 20,000 kV motors, and they have that thicker 1.5mm shaft, so that's kind of nice. Now, it has an all-in-one flight controller with the VTX built-in on board. You get up to 400 milliwatts. Definitely bump that up. You're going to get some better range with that VTX cranked up. And it is a lightweight 800 TVL RunCam Nano 3. That's your camera, but really good quad. We've got some coupons down below, so make sure you check those out if you're interested in this. If this binding process isn't for you, I recommend you check out something from Emax. They have the Tiny Hawk 3 or the Easy Pilot Pro, both really good kits where they basically take care of all of this stuff for you. But this is a good quad. Yep. So what do you think, Chris?
It's funny, I don't remember the props being this green before, but this was a lot of fun. Overall, setup still a lot easier than it used to be, but still not something I can ever remember how to do without doing it 10 more times. You run into little hiccups, and that's where experience comes into play. So you need guys like Jack. Refer to the channel if you get stuck on something.
Or you can check out your video the next time you do it, Chris, because this will be on the channel.
As long as I run into the same hiccups, this video we're making here is going to come in handy. But also learned, I do need to learn Acro. I did a little bit of it out here today. It was pretty fun, hitting those higher angles, doing some dives, stuff like that. So anyway, that's it for today. Hope you learned something. Make sure you subscribe so you can follow Jack in all his FPV drone teachings. I'll see you guys next time.